A couple of minutes just to part this. Seaman, can you remember either your first game or the first season with Grays Athletic?
Yeah, I think my first game, Michael, was back in 1957. A friend of mine, his uncle used to take us down, and it was my first introduction to football. It was in the days of Ron Ambridge and Tommy Barnes. I do remember one game, I think it was Red Hill, when we won 7-0. I thought, oh, this is good. And that really, from then on, was ignited my love of non-league football.
You mentioned a couple of players there. Were there players in those early days you thought, God, they were good?
Yeah, I mean, there was Ron Fogg, who used to play centre forward, a very, very good player, and he eventually went to play pro football with Aldershot. And yeah, there was a number of good players. Malcolm Shaw, of course, was probably my favourite goalkeeper of that time. He went on to play for England. Very, very good goalkeeper. Could have played at professional level.
And have you watched the team all the way through?
No.
Have you bits where you've dipped in and out?
No, I have to confess, Michael, that up until about 57, 58, my father was then Secretary of Tilbury. And I, as a youngster, I used to go and watch Tilbury, home and away. And I was I would say fanatical, but I was, a Tilbury supporter. Then I started playing myself, and so I didn't go to watch any non-league football after that until I packed up, and then I got into running and jogging and stopped that. And then one Saturday at the loose end, Grays were at home. I can't remember who they were playing. This was about 91, I would think. No, sorry, 2001. Went down the rec, saw the game, thought this is terrific. Good football. And I dipped in and out for about 18 months after that. And then their last season in the Ryman League, I was more or less a regular down the rec. And then after that, once they were in the Conference South and Conference, I've been going home and away ever since.
What did you like about the rec?
It was a typical old non-league football ground. It was nice and compact. Great atmosphere down there, a lot of characters. Even from the early days, there were characters down there.
Whereabouts would you usually stand or sit?
Well, when I first went down, it was always behind the Bradbourne Road end goal. But then in the latter years, from conference days, I used to sit on the halfway line in the main stand.
And those, you just made reference, those FO Trophy years and the playoffs years, were they exciting times?
They were exciting, Michael, but I mean, if I was to choose probably the game I remember the most, there were three that was, obviously there's the trophy days and the trophy finals. I think the semi-final against Burton Albion, when we won 5-0 down the rec, that was a great game. And then when we went to Hereford, very early on in our first conference year, they were so full of confidence, their fans, their supporters. I remember looking in a betting shop, and the odds were 9-1 on for Hereford to win. We won 2-1 that day. That was sweet. But the game that I thought, yeah, we are a good side, was in the FA Cup at York. I think it was the first round. We won 3-0. Tremendous team performance. That's probably my favourite game.
And you've stuck through. You've had the Rookery Hill years, you've had the Rush Green years, the Parkside years. You've stuck with them, haven't you?
I have, yeah. I think once you get the bug, that's it. I mean, I started out as just an ordinary supporter. Didn't know anybody back in 2001. But then you meet people, they become friends. Then we had the Woodward years. And then we're now a fan-owned club. And I'm now part of the sort of management team, and as are others. There's Rebecca Webb. She's the director. She was. I didn't know Rebecca. She sat in front of me down the rec, and you know, it's I just love it.
Because this is all about what we're doing here is about now. How do you get this club with great fans? Even today, you've lost 1-0. You know, getting it back to Grays.
Yeah.
It's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's frustrating because it's all there. We've got the support. It's just finding a piece of land. Obviously, we thought we would be home and dry with the Gammon Field, and then the Lower Thames crossing reared its ugly head, and the land really is not there. But I mean, the club is working with the council. They're in dialogue, regular dialogue.
So you're pretty positive.
I'm positive, cautiously positive. I'm. The thing is, Michael, that we can't carry on ground sharing. You know, so we need closure sooner rather than later.
David, thank you very much for your time.
Okay.
Lovely.